Yun. Okay, so we're recording na. So to continue, no, community kami for PWA makers, designers, and users here in the Philippines, and we usually have different types of events. If kasi matuto ng web development, mga frameworks like React, Angular, etc. So may mga events kami for that. Tapos meron din kami mga cloud related events. In partnership yan with AWS Lab and Education.th and many more. Marami kaming events like Meetup if gusto nyo makakita ng bagong friends. We also have that. Yun, so visit nyo lang kami sa Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Basically, we're everywhere. Pero the best is to have yung app.pwapilipinas.org or yung PWA Pilipinas app namin. Available siya sa Play Store and sa Microsoft Store. Para hindi kayo nalilate. Para alam nyo yung latest events namin. Ayun, next slide na tayo, Michael. So yun nga, pinasimple namin yung mga events para mas mabilis nyo silang maintindihan. Yan, next natin siya. So una dito yung meetup. So nag-organize kami ng mga meetup just in case na gusto nyo makipag-connect sa mga fellow IT professionals and students. So meron tayong meetup next week, Saturday. So if gusto nyo mag-join, makilala kami as kaming team and iba pang members ng PWA Pilipinas, pwede kayo mag-join dyan. Yun. Tapos meron din tayong PWA Pilipinas live, no? Ito yung madalas mga talks and mga events na binobroadcast natin sa Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So, minsan no, about cloud, minsan about progressive web app, about web, everything under the sun. Basta as long as live stream, PWA Pilipinas live yun. Next tayo. So ito, dito tayo ngayon sa ating workshop, no? Ito yung mga workshop natin tsaka mga hands-on events. So, ibig sabihin nun, pwede kayong mag-ask sa ating facilitator and pwede kayong matuto, diba, ng mga hands-on activities kagaya ng Figma. Yun. Ito yung events natin this April. So ito yung first one, no? April 23, 2 p.m. Meron pa tayong mamayang 7 p.m. Pero ito, this is in partnership naman with Angular Philippines. Ano lang to, tambayan session kung gusto niyo kaming tanungin about career, about web, etc. So, pwede kayo manood. So, gaganapin to sa Angular Philippines Facebook page, mamayang 7 p.m. So, load kayo. Tapos, meron tayong meet-up ng April 30. Ayan, 2 p.m. Yun, next tayo. Tapos, ito naman, no, yung susunod na PWA Pilipinas live natin sa May 4th, May the 4th. Building modern apps with containers, free ito. So, pwede din kayo mag-register via the app. Ipapalabas siya sa Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at 8 p.m. Philippine time. Yun. So, yun nga. Kung naka-register kayo dito, so most likely na experience yun yung app namin. So, available siya as a web app and available din siya sa Google Play and Microsoft Store. Next natin. And 1,500 members na tayo. So, yun, kasama kayo dun sa count na yun. So, thank you. And definitely, no, marami pa tayong in-store na events para sa inyo. Sobrang dami pa. So, join lang. Yan. Next tayo. So, ayun, at dahil sumali kayo, no, automatic entitled kayo for an e-certificate of participation. So, make sure lang na mag-check-in kayo gamit yung event page kung saan kayo nag-register. No? Visit nyo lang yon. So, may makita kayong check-in button doon. Tapos, after nyo mag-check-in, madadownload nyo na din doon yung inyong certificate. Pwede bang mag-share ng screen, Michael, para ma-demo namin? Yun. Pakita ko na para alam natin yung process. So, lang. Share ko lang to. Share. Oh. Yan. Kita ba yung screen ko? Okay. So, for example, no, inopen niyo ulit yung event page. Yan. So, may kita na kayong check-in. So, dapat yellow na to sa inyo. Pag hindi pa yellow sa inyo to, refresh nyo lang yung web page or close nyo yung apps, open nyo ulit. So, pag kinlik nyo to, so magre-refresh siya. So, ibig sabihin na check-in na kayo doon. Then after that, pwede nyo na i-download yung certificate. Pero huwag muna kayo umalis, syempre. Tapos muna natin yung workshop. Pwede nyo ito i-click. Tapos pag hindi nyo pa na-set yung pangalan nyo, ipapaset niya muna yun sa inyo. So kailangan nyo ilagay yung first name and last name nyo. Tapos babalik kayo sa page na to. So, pwede nyo download yung certificate. Tapos, yan. So malalagay yung name nyo and everything. Yun. Okay ba? Yung share ulit natin yung slides. Okay ba? Ang dali na, di ba? Kasi dati ini-email pa namin yung certificates. Pero ngayon automated na, so mas pinadali yung experience para sa inyo. Para mas, di ba, mas madaling umattend ng mga events. Okay, next na tayo, Michael. Ayun, mukhang yun tayo, no? So, without, introduce ko na yung ating facilitator for this workshop. So, ang ating facilitator is, of course, si Athena Atcha Abe. Siya ay 4th year computer science student and a content creator and also a former application analyst and social media specialist. So she is currently the technical community manager of Education.ph that's partnering with Filipino tech communities with Amazon Web Services. She's also an Angel Hack ambassador and mentor of Impact Hackathon. She's also sharing her knowledge as a resource speaker to various universities and tech companies about the fundamentals of web development, web design, information security, database system, and automation. She aspires to be a computer science professor and a cybersecurity analyst. Everyone, please welcome Atcha Abe. Hi, Atcha.
Hello, Adisito. Thank you for that introduction and hello, everyone. Okay, ayan. Especially thank you for PWA Pilipinas for having me. Let me know, guys, here with us by saying hi in the chat, where you're from, what university or company that you are representing. Ayan. Okay, let me know. We're 45 here. Hi, Ming from QC. Hi,
Okay.
JM from NU Baliwag. Yes.
Atcha,
Yes.
since 45 lang tayo at max, no, open natin. Baka may gusto pa. Kung may friends pa kayo, chat nyo na.
Yeah.
I-open na natin to. No? So,
yes. Ayun,
yeah.
guys. Through the PWA Pilipinas app, right? Should we send the link? Para din...
Sure.
Yun,
Sige.
sige.
Send ko yung link sa chat. Tapos kung may friends pa kayo, share nyo na yan.
Ayan. So we have representatives from NU Baliwag, CDO Zamboanga. Wow. From Verga University Lucena, Pampanga, University of North Ilocos Sur, PUP. Ayan. Okay, don't forget to also invite your friends, especially it's on a weekend. I believe most people are free right now and magandang opportunity din for you guys to learn with us. This is exclusive. So hindi to naka-live ngayon sa PWA Pilipinas and we encourage you guys to also share this, invite your friends for this free knowledge to learn with us this afternoon. Ayan. Sabi ni Kyle, hello guys from Eastern Visayas State University. Ayan, we're all over the Philippines. Okay, and guys, welcome. And I think keep on inviting. Magpapa-giveaway ako later pag nakaabot tayo ng 100 participants all throughout this session. Oo, papa-praise tayo. Ayan. Okay, and also, I'll be announcing then on my platform on having a one-on-one chat with me soon. So stay tuned on my Facebook page. So if you have any further questions with me after this talk, ayan. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. I'll be sharing my screen. Okay. Share ko yung buo kong screen. All right. Okay. So today we're going to learn about Figma. I've already been introduced. Aside from that, mahilig din ako sa coffee and cats. So sa mga mahilig sa kape dito, this workshop wouldn't be possible without the power of coffee. Ayan, thank you. Okay, so getting started in this workshop, unlike the talks that I did and other engagements that I did, with PWA, with other universities, tuwing nagtuturo ko ng Figma, it's very dire-diretso siya wherein merong specific flow. Pero a difference kasi with talks and workshops, it's really encouraged for us to engage more with one another, to freely ask questions from time to time. So don't worry, you do not have to wait at the end to ask your questions or clarifications. So we encourage you guys to have an interactive discussion during this workshop. And also, of course, join with us while learning Figma para din habang nakikinig kayo or nanonood kayo, ina-apply nyo na din siya. Ayan. And in here, we're definitely going to learn about the Figma basics. I'm going to demo to you guys an overview of the different features, tools, and integrations that you can do with Figma. And then you'll be creating your first wireframe, exploring your prototyping, create your first prototype, and collaborate with the community, especially with our participants. So hopefully, ma-reach natin yung 100 Zoom participants, lalo na't hindi ito naka-live, it's exclusive. And also with that, I'm going to give you later an access. We'll be sending you a link later para magamit nyo yung Figma dito mismo. So I'll be giving access to this later, so you can design and of course meet new people, collaborate with everyone here this afternoon. Okay, so I've already, as I have mentioned, I've already did demos and workshops of Figma, from basics to creating your wireframes, prototyping, UI, UX design. And if you want in-depth explanation with that, you can definitely, after this talk, check my YouTube videos. But the good thing about this workshop, we're going to put everything into one session. So it might seem overwhelming, pero don't worry, I'll be guiding you kung paano natin pagkakasyahin lahat ng knowledge from zero to hero, diba sabi nila. So after this workshop, our goal would be able to use Figma for design projects, for web development projects, UI, UX, prototyping. Ayan. Okay. So let me share with you the Figma website. So before I begin, I would like to know, I've been seeing familiar names. So hopefully later makakita pa ako more familiar names or new names. And with us, I'm curious to know why you attended this workshop and if you have a background knowledge na on Figma. So I've been seeing a lot of people in the community that has been using Figma. Although I also want to know if it's your very, very first time hearing and learning about Figma. Ayan. Kaya kung is it that the reason why kung bakit kayo attend ng workshop this afternoon, or if you want to further practice more of your skills when using Figma. Kasi from this, I would be able to know how I can navigate and guide you guys based on the level of knowledge that you already have with Figma. Ayan. Sabi ni JM, I attended the webinar since in-start ko sa front-end. First time to use Figma as well. Ayan, great. Okay, how about the others? Ayan, dahil nadadagdagan tayo this afternoon, let's hear from 5 more people. Minsan pag walang nag-chat, nagtatawag si Atcha. Ayan, sabi ni Brenly, same, naka-attend na rin po doon po sa Olonga po na webinar. Ayan, good. Okay, so majorities first time. How about the others? Let's hear from JP. Ayan. I would like to know if it's your first time, JP, Sheila. Ayan, sino pa ba? Bea. Ayan, okay. Sabi ni Kyle, to make a blueprint of my website for our activity. Sabi ni Genesis, viewed only the Figma prototype since I am back-end PE. Ayan. Sabi ni Ming, first time to use Figma din po. Nakita ko lang po ito sa client ko po sa Upwork. Oh, that's great. JP, yes ma'am. Ayan, is it also your first time hearing about Figma or learning Figma? Ayan, great. Okay, so sabi ni Maria, until 8 years na akong tapos sa IT, kailangan humabol sa innovation. Ayan, it's really great. Sabi ni Miriva, I want to learn more about Figma, upskilling myself. Sabi ni Hannah, IT student, want ko po matuto enhance skills. Wow, very good. Active ni guys. Sabi ni Yas, para matuto gumamit ng Figma para makagawa ng mock-up design. for clients since nag-freelance ako, WordPress dev. And sabi ni Bea, first time. Sabi ni Josel, nag-aaral po ako ng Figma ngayon. Sakto may gantong workshop. Sabi ni Jason, hello, this is my first time to use Figma for UI UX. Third time using Figma for my portfolio. Sabi ni Kirzen. Sabi ni Pat, first time umattend, may konting knowledge sa Figma. Okay. And ayan, sabi ni Sheila, narinig niya na daw dati. Tapos ni-recommend ng advisor niya. And very good, I'm happy, active nyo. Sabi ni John, it's my first time for this kind of webinar. Interested in UI UX. Ayan, sabi ni Yani, gusto niya po mas matuto ng Figma since IT student. Sabi naman ni Maui, I want to learn UI UX. Ayan, that's really great. Meron pa, may hahabog pa. Wait lang daw. Ayan, sabi ni JP, gusto niya daw makinig at matuto, 4th year. Sabi ni John Patrick, para sa capstone and thesis. And si Martin, first time. Ayan, biglang naging active and it makes me happy. Ayan, very good. Okay, ilan na ba tayo na? 46, hindi pa din umuusad. So, hopefully, we reach our goal para syempre mas ma-share pa natin itong free knowledge with more people. So, ito nga pala. So, Figma, especially those who are for first time, good thing kasi what I have prepared for you guys to learn today is jump pack na talaga. So, you'll be learning not only the tool, but only the basics, including how to create a wireframe, a prototype, UI, UX. So, i-combine ko lahat ng naging talk ko before, piece by piece, para then not only you'll be able to have the fundamental knowledge of creating your web designs using Figma, but also to enhance them as well. So, in here, Figma, it's a design tool, a prototyping tool, used commonly by developers, designers, graphic designers. Yan nga, as mentioned by mga nag-freelance dito, yun yung requirements ng mga clients nila. And it's, aside from the development design tool, it's also a way then for students to also practice and enhance their creativity skills. Especially nakita nyo, di ba, majority of us here are students like me. Aside from creating UI design and UX design using Figma, ginagamit ko din ang Figma sa mga modules ko. So dito ako gumagawa ng mga Venn diagram. Later, I'll show it to you. So I've been using Figma for more than a year now, and definitely along the way, there are a lot of really features that are really helpful for our designing journey. If Figma is really helpful, it's an all-in-one platform. As you can see here, it's for free. And if you want to really maximize the features, meron tayo dito. Check if meron pa. Kasi when I started using Figma last year, meron ito. If you want to use the Figma Professional, I recommend to you to guys to click here if you're a student and with a student or education account. So kung meron ka account na name.edu.ph or educator email account, you can have the Figma Professional package or bundle for free. So yun din yung ginagamit ko. And if you, aside sa mga freelancers, sa mga balak sa mga may mga businesses or startup businesses, and if you want to fully maximize Figma, you can use Figma Organization. Ayan, you can check this one out. So, meron ding free if you want to test the waters with Figma before really exploring the full features. So, ayan siya. You can check this website. And yun. So, in here, products ng Figma is design, prototyping. So, kung ikaw ay may background na sa Adobe Sketch, as a Sketch or Adobe XD, mas mapapadali yung paggamit mo ng Figma. Ako, I didn't have any background with Sketch or Adobe XD before, pero I have a background in Photoshop. So this also helped me navigate Figma easily with having those background knowledge kasi halos same UI sila, same features. So with Figma, you can design, prototype, ayan. Ayan, meron na tayong agad question. Okay, good. Sa anonymous sender siya. So, he's asking, started exploring XD, alin po mas maganda? So, I get to be asked this question a lot. So, if you also want to have see my in-depth explanation, nasa channel ko siya, pero to answer it shorter, Adobe XD Sketch, Figma, if you're going to compare these three kung alin yung mas best, always consider yung needs or requirements mo for using the application. Same goes with any different application with different apps. They have different sets of features, although may similarities, but you have to consider kung alin yung mas gagamitin mo on that. Kung with Figma kasi, it's currently innovating, so madami kang magagamit with Figma. And if you're going to research more comparisons, mas versatile kasi ang Figma. So, ayun, for me, nakikita ko Figma kasi helpful siya sa mga requirements ko. So, yun yung things that we have to consider. So, this is also a great thing na na-mention nyo now. The reason why I joined this workshop is also to add more skills into your freelance work. And Figma is really a good collaborative tool, not only for you designers and developers, but for your client communication as well. So with Figma, we have here ways that you can communicate and do revisions. So meron dito comment part na para madali yung communication nyo with the client or stakeholder for your product or app design. Ayan, okay. So far guys, do you have any questions? Ayan, nagtatagtikan na tayo. Okay, again, as I have mentioned, this workshop is exclusive and it's more interactive. So feel free to chat lang along the way. Don't be shy. So para if ever you want any clarifications. And ayan, okay. So now I'll be sharing with you guys the link. Ayan. Dito sa chat. Ayan. I'll be needing the help of Team PWA Pilipinas to drop in the link pala. Ayan. I'll be giving you edit access to this design board. Ayan. So, para makasunod kayo sa gagawin natin in this workshop. Ayan. Okay, if you don't have any questions, I think we can proceed with an overview. Thank you. With an overview of Figma. So currently, I am using the desktop app version of Figma. So if you're concerned with if it's aside from it's free, it's definitely free. But if you want to maximize, again, go to the Figma Professional for merong free. It's also on the browser, but since I use Figma sa school sa work, I downloaded the desktop app version. So this is what it looks like. And in here, if you're going to go to the home page, ito yung UI niya. Nandito lahat on the left side yung mga projects ko. So, na-mention nyo, you'll be using Figma for thesis. Ayan, so dito ko din ginawa yung prototype ko sa thesis namin. So we created a career decision tool. So meron kaming version 1, version 2. So it's really maganda kasi very big yung design board niya. So when we make revisions, dito na namin siya ginagawa into one design space. Aside from that, dito ko din ginagawa yung mga modules ko. Dito din, nung gumawa kami ng game, dito din namin siya ginawa. So, tignan ang kalat na niya kasi dito din ako gumagawa ng work. Dito din ako gumagawa ng vision board ko. Dito din ako gumagawa ng memes. Diba? Basta masaya gamitin ng Figma. It's very fun. And also have here my presentations, wireframing. Dito din ako gumagawa ng mga Venn diagrams I have mentioned. And meron ng bagong feature with Figma is the Figma Jam where you can create your workflows. Ayan. And mga practice projects ko. And when you click on the community, in here you'll be able to see the different integrations with Figma and other free plugins, templates, and designs that you can use. So maganda dito is with Figma, if you're a beginner, you can definitely experiment with a template. So you don't have to create your designs or your designs from scratch. Ayan, plugins, widgets. So, merong mga other plugins. Meron din ng mga automation tools, and autoflow, mga non-copyright na mga picture. Ayan, mga I believe mga ginagamit ko mostly dito before mga no background. Also, if you're a developer, you can use plugins to convert your design into code. Widgets, FigJam, ayan. Create your flows here, design systems. Ayan, madaming toolkits that you can tailor fit into your passion projects or business products, illustrations, icons. So you can either upskill using these templates or you can create your own from scratch. May typography, mobile, web, UI kits. Ayan siya. Okay? And, nawala na. Diba, ang dami nyo na dito, may nagtanggal. Asan na yung guide ko? Okay lang, memorize ko naman. Okay, so I'm going to begin showing, walang mag-delete guys. I'm going to share with you yung, kasi ako, I'm a Windows user, but if you're a Mac user right now, I've included here yung resources, cheat sheet, para mga shortcut keys, and nandito din sa baba yung mga videos ko about Figma. Okay, ayan, okay, great. So, let's first begin with the basics. Syempre, I know na you guys want to upskill and really get to maximize the features of Figma, but it's really important if you're going to learn a new technology is to be familiarized with the fundamental first. So, I'll be giving you an overview how to navigate Figma. Kasi I've had feedback before on my previous workshops and talks na for some, it can be easy to use Figma, especially I have mentioned kung may experience ka na sa Sketch, Adobe XD, or mga Photoshop or mga design tools, madali siya. Pero for those are really beginning from scratch, nahirapan daw sila and it felt overwhelming to where to start using Figma. So in here, I'm going to show you, let's start first at the top part of the interface. Kasi nandito yung mga tabs ng projects natin, dito natin siya makikita. And below it, ito yung mga tools. So meron tayong pointer tool, ito yung frame tool natin, shape tool, pen tool, text tool. This one is the hand tool and yung comment tool. So as I have mentioned to you, if you're doing freelance work or if you're going to create business products, you just click on comment to communicate with them. You can tag them here. Ayan, you can tag ko si Angie dito. Ayan. Figma for beginners. Tag them, communicate with them, do an add emojis. Yan, mga ganyan. Then, yan. Tapos, pwede na kayo mag-converse dito. Tapos, once that the item or that concern is resolved, you can click on resolve here. Meron din doc to sign. Ayan. There. Okay. And with that, also, in here at the middle, you can see the name of the project or the design board and the name of the file here, which I named it PWA Pilipinas. And that's good that you're exploring. Go lang. Ayan, 52 na tayo. Keep on inviting people para mas madami pa tayong matulungan. And in here, meron ditong conversation. Actually, this is new. Madami din akong lately napapansin sa Figma na add bagong features. And if you're an inspiring or currently an animator, actually, ang galing ng Figma kasi you can animate din here yung mga graphic designs nyo into certain, sa prototyping nila yung ginagawa mga certain GIFs. So that's a really good thing. It's very versatile. Yes, ayan, wow daw. Yes, nakita ko din na sa LinkedIn ko nakita, if you want more resources, you can check yung mga Figma experts. And there's also a Figma community pala called Figma Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. Hi guys. Ayun. And here, so for example, let's click this one. Let me click an element. Ay, hindi, comment pala. Ito pointer. Ayan. So if we're going to, kung titignan naman natin yung right side, in here, nandito yung mga properties natin. We have here a design property, prototype, and inspect. A good thing about Figma is that if you're a developer, if you're a designer and a developer, it will be more efficient and convenient for you to use Figma. Not only that, you can be able to design your web app here, mobile app, game app here, but also you can easily transition and then convert it into code. So yun yung malaking nakatulong sa amin. Kami ng mga thesis mates ko, kami lang yung gumamit ng Figma, we were able, nung ginagawa namin yung paper namin before, kami lang yung nakapagpa-visualize ng prototype namin na hindi pa naka-code. So that's a good advantage of using Figma for capstones and thesis project is you'll be able to really show to your panel or give them a visualization of what you have created sa inyong thesis. So yun yung napakita namin agad kung yung gusto namin gawin for our thesis, which is a career decision support tool na hindi pa nako-code. And nung nag-code kami, ang ginamit namin is React.js. Nadalian kami kasi in here, if you're going to see, meron na din mga code snippets that you can use, especially CSS. Sa iba, madaling CSS. Ako may love-hate relationship ako din sa CSS. So, yung mga alignment, margin, so napadali siya kasi gumamit kami ng Figma nung nagde-develop kami. And may plugins din if you want to put it into other programming language. Pero ayan, in here you can inspect CSS, iOS, Android. And dito makikita mo na yung properties, ka-copy-paste mo, madadalian ka na when it comes to adjusting your code. Ayan. Okay, so guys, do you have any questions so far? Ayun, friends of Figma, thank you. Ayan, can join that. Ayan. If you feel free to drop in your questions. Ayan, I know you're currently exploring Figma. That is really good. So, ayan. And in here, ito yung mga keys. So, if you hold control and if you scroll up, that's zoom. And if you scroll down, that's zoom out, pan in, pan out. And then, if you're going to hold your space bar, ito yung drag. Ayan. Okay. So yun, dito sa left makita natin layers, assets. So if you're a graphic designer, baka nagkikringe ka na ngayon sa layers ko kasi hindi ko minsan nire-rename. Pero ayan, lalo na pag madaming projects. So best practice din na i-rename yan. And your assets, mga components, ganyan. Okay. So, wait lang. I'll also track the time, guys. It's currently 11:50 in the evening here in the US. So, check ko lang baka para I can track time. Okay, ayan, great. So, it's 2:50 there. Okay. So, next is we're going to create a frame. But before that, I'm going to show you a sample UI. Ayan. And I want you guys here, the 24 of you to go to the design board. And I'm going to teach you how to use each element. Ayan, very good. So you go here sa design board. Ayan, thank you guys. Ayan, 55 na tayo. Keep on inviting before we start. Ayan, excited na sila. Okay, that's great. Okay. So first we're going to learn how to create a frame. So there are two types on how to create your frame. Either do it from scratch. Ayan. Or, ayan. Wait lang guys. So you go at the top left, you click on frame or click on F. I want you to, yay, 55. I want you to create your very first frame here on the design board. Ayan. And don't forget to name your frame. Ayan. Very good. Okay. Wait lang, may check lang ako. Ayan. Okay. Make sure to have enough space so other people, ayan. Okay. So that's one way of creating your first frame. Ayan. Lalagay lang din pala ako ng line dito. Para dito kayo guys sa right side. Lalagay lang ako ng line para dito. Ayan. Very good. Okay. Ayan. Very good. Okay. Okay. Good job guys. Okay. Ayan. So that is one way. Another way, if specifically if you're going to create your web applications or specific frame size, when you click on frame under the design tab on the right side, you can select your default frame size. So a good thing about Figma, we have mobile, we have web, we have presentations. Press control. Wait, decline ko muna. Ayan. Okay, merong watch, ayan, paper, social media. If you're a social media manager like me, ayan, maganda din tong way to use Figma. In Figma community, you can have the option to create your frame or create your frame from scratch, or go here, again, click on the frame, go on the design tab and select a default frame size. So for example, I want to create a desktop app. meron pa dito MacBook 14-inch, 16-inch desktop or iMac. So, for example, desktop. And ayun siya. So, you can put a default size there. So, yan. So, now that you have, hindi na may gumalaw. Dito tayo. Yan. So, now you have tried yung from scratch na frame. You can have the option to retain that frame or go to the method that I use, go to click on the frame under the design tab to select a specific default frame size. Ayan, very good. Si Maylin. Ayan, ini-edit niya yung desktop niya. Ayan, very good. Okay, great. Lagyan ko lang ng line ulit, guys. Ayan, very good. Diyan lang tayo, diyan lang. Ayan, ang dami. Okay, very good. Okay, again, make sure to select your own space para hindi, I think, sige, adjust tayo, guys. Can you guys move 3 frames apart? Kasi later we'll do pages. At least 3 frames apart. Ang maganda dito sa Figma, it's very laki ng design space niya. And 3 frames apart. Very good. That. Ayan. Sabi ko paano ma-control screen, you go here dito sa sinanian ni Andre yung Figma link para makasali ka dito sa design board natin. Ayan, okay. Ayan. Okay, very good. We're more than 30 here right now. Almost 60 participants na tayo. So make sure to invite more of your friends para they don't miss out on other topics later. So now you've created your first frame on Figma. Ayan, congratulations. Okay. Next part is to, ayan, dito na tayo, is to how to make a grid. So it's very important for, ayun na, manipulate na ng background. Sige, very good. Okay lang yan. Actually, mas distinct yung ano. To create your grid, it's important when designing your prototype or your UI UX design is to consider grids kasi that's how you're able to place your logos, icons, your nav bar instead of it's all over the place, diba? So how are you going to create your grid? Ayan, lalagay din ako ng frame ko. I'll put mine here. Ayan. Okay. Ay, wait. May nagtanggal ng ano. Kaso di daw nila nakikita yung frame nila. Sige. Communication, guys. Communication. Ayan. Ayan. Okay, good. Kasi naman yung thank you. Okay. Feel free to unmute para let us know. Okay. So, on how we're going to create grid, let me first demonstrate it to you guys. Desktop. Ay. Ayan. Atcha. Ayan. So, kung naliliitan kayo, just click on hold control and then zoom in. Why? Kasi currently ngayon, alam kong naliliitan kayo and if you selected a default size tulad ng desktop, tapos niresize nyo siya, hindi na siya yung standard desktop size. Ayan. So, baka ang concern kasi dyan, if you export your design or convert your design, ma-distort siya when you do it into development. Ayan, great. Okay. So, next is grid. So, when you click on your frame, so first click on your frame, and then at the right side under the design property, we have here layout grid. So, it's really helpful to learn about grid. Ayan, to be able to know yung mga layers of web design sa new sections niya, sa nyo ilalagay yung icon, yung spacing, and it's really important. So in here, when you click on layout grid, click on the plus sign, and you can change this size to 5 or baba. And also the color. Ayan. Wait lang, guys. Okay, we go back here. And may different, you can create your own grid style. Pero wait. Let me check. Ayan, ito. With layout grid, we have different options. We have the common grid, we have columns, we have rows. Ayan. Ginawa namin sa thesis namin, it's more on, we use the row grids. Ayan, it depends on your preference or your needs or requirements. Pero kasi since yung thesis namin is by section, nandito yung napper, nandito yung header, nandito yung, it's easy for us to use the row option. You can add your count kung ilang section, for example, 4 lang. You can change the color, ayan. So, this will be helpful for you, for beginners, to have a guide on how you will put your elements into the frame. And dito, if you click on the eye, ito yung visibility niya. All right. Now it's time for me to check your output, guys. Very good. Okay. Kumusta ka dyan, Angelo? And let me see your grades. Okay, very good. And feel free to explore. Tiga mo, ang galing. Meron na agay ganyan. Shadow mo naman ginaling. Go lang, feel free. And very good. Okay. Okay. Let's check. Tingnan natin sila isa-isa. Kamustahin natin sila. Hello world. Oo nga naman. Hello world. Okay. Can I see your grid, Curzin? Ayan. How about, nawala si frame 14. Sino yan? Ayan. Yani. Ayan. Feel free to rename, guys, so I would identify if you need any help. Ayan. Si John, gusto niya gumawa ng mobile app. So, gumamit siya ng kanyang grids. Yan. Very good. Ayan. Very good. Maybe a cutie. Tama? Yeah. Elton ay tare. Grade effect. Okay. Sino pa? How about Jason? Jason? Sino tong naka-iPhone 13 Pro Max? Ba't naging square na yan? Ayan, kay John Mark. Ayan, very good. Okay. Ayan, congrats, guys. Now you know how to create a frame and put a grid. Very good. Okay, next step is dito tayo sa ating checklist. Ayan. Is to do shapes and text. So, if you're ever going to create a wireframe, later I'll be further discussing with the technicalities of how to create a wireframe. But first, we're going to explore the different elements and tools to use in Figma, shapes, and text style. So, if you're familiar na with wireframe, syempre meron tayong mga placeholders na tinatawag wherein we don't exactly put the exact photo, exact icon, exact text. So, para lang, it's a blueprint, kumbaga, on how we're going to create our prototype. So, with that, on the right side, beside frame, you have your different shape tools. You have rectangle, line, arrow. So feel free to choose anything that you want. But for beginners, let's select Eclipse. And a tip here, for example, gawa tayo ng logo, diba? If you want an exact size of the shape, you hold Shift. Ayan, hold Shift para exact size. But if you want to customize it or distort it, ganyan, you don't hold the shift button. But if you want it to be pantay, o konyo, pantay, hold shift. Ayan, hold shift lang para pantay. Yan yung mga tips and tricks. Okay. Ayan, so kayo bahala. If you're going to create your portfolio, your web app, be creative in this workshop. Later, I'm going to check it and see your creative works. But in the example, I'm going to create or recreate. If you don't, gusto mo ng idea kung paano magsimula sa Figma, you can go here in the sample UI. Ito yung pinakauna kong ginawa sa Figma, is to create a kapinimuning web UI design. So I'm going to recreate this. Ayan. So if you want an idea or if you want to be creative, feel free to create your own design. Pero ito, I'll do this as an example. So sa kapinimuning, I believe I did more than 4 grids with this. So I'm going to show you kung ano yung need natin. So in here at the top right, the top left, we have here the logo ni kapinimuning. GIF to, so gumagalaw siya. And then, ito, hindi siya yung single image. So what I did is, I grouped this. Ayan, kung makita nyo, nakagroup siya. nag-add ako ng eclipse dito. Minas ko siya para yung cat gif nandun sa loob, para siya nakasilip. So, the good thing about Figma, it's really, you'll be able to explore your creativity. So, dyan siya. And then, in here, meron tayong on the right side, yung navigation. We have the same common home, menu, about, ayan. You can add this to contact in. And also with Figma, with templates, as I have mentioned to you, pwede kayo mag-copy-paste, then palitan nyo lang siya, ganyan. So, ayan. Okay. So, while you're doing that, sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, ayan, if you're not here in our Figma file, I'm going to show you how we're going to do that same design. So, I think let's, ibahin naman natin. Ayan, tulad ni Yas, kinapipis nila. Okay lang yun. Para madali, para it's efficient. It's a good thing about these tools. Ayan. Okay. So, nag-iisip ako ng, I'll do the same layout, but on a different concept. So, let's do a simple UI design for PWA, for example. Ayan. Wait lang guys. I stop sharing my screen. May i-add lang ako sa gilid. I-add lang ako ng picture ng PWA. Ayan. Example block. Ayan. Okay, I'll share my screen again. There. Okay. Ayan. Oh, diba? We also use Figma to design our PWA. Yan. Okay, so whether or not you're doing it for personal projects, tulad yan, mga community initiatives or business ventures, Figma is, you can use it anywhere. So in here, yan, relate ko yung black logo ng PWA Pilipinas, for example. Isip ko kung gagawa ko dark theme or light theme. Siguro light theme muna tayo. Then convert na lang natin into dark. Wait, dito. Sige. Gusto mo ba to? Wait. Ayan. Yan. Yan. Here you go. So when you hold control, nagka-crop siya. You're welcome. So make sure na linisin niyo yung crop. Ayan. So for example, ayan. Tapos hold shift to resize. So for example, lagay natin sa circle si PWA Pilipinas kagaya ng ginawa ko sa copy-paste nyo lang yan, go feel free. Okay, so in here, let's check muna yung frame natin. Ayan. Mali pala, mali. Itong grid. Ayan. So, ganyan yung itsura niya pag walang grid. So, it's very simple. Let's change this into a different color. Ayan, cute. Yellow. Yan. Ito, may need ba nito? Ayan, kunin niya lang yan. Okay, now let me put back the grid. Okay, so now you've put there your very first logo. Yan, very good. Okay, next thing we're going to do in our PWA Pilipinas app, sa mga may experience na dyan, go lang, be creative. Don't worry, I'll move forward to the next features. So there you're going to put your navigation, your description of your app, and your navigation links or call to action. And okay, so those, yun yung paano gumamit ng shapes. Now we're going to learn how to insert text. Thank you. Kitang ginawa ni Henry. Ayan. Okay, next is text. Don't worry, in a few minutes we'll move on to wireframing and prototyping. Medyo bigsan ko lang din ng konti itong features natin. So in text, click on the text here, and in here you can put your text here. So for example, using Figma. So kung makikita nyo ngayon, sobrang laki niya. You can adjust it here on the right side sa properties. There. And there. Then you can align it. Okay. So that's how you can put a text. It's very easy. It's very simple. A good feature about Figma is that you can edit two text elements at once. So yung gusto ko ipakita, which is you can change the color simultaneously. So for example, purple, which is also the color of PWA. So, ay, Figma pala, sorry. So, ayan siya, sample. Okay? And commonly, meron din tayong features dito na auto width, auto height. Ayan. Okay, we're all done with text for beginners. Now, hello. Okay, next is grouping. It's very easy to group elements. As you can see, ito is naka-group siya. And if you can easily right-click, ayan, ungroup, or you can also use the shortcut keys here. It's very straightforward, so it's a good thing about Figma. We also have here constraints, selection, mask components. I've already showed you how to do commenting, exporting, ayan. How to export an image. So for example, you want tapos ka na sa PWA web design mo. And if you want to save, export the first screen, what you will do is to select the frame. On the right side below the design tab is we have here export, and you can see a preview below it. And yung magiging itsura niya pag sinave nyo, you have different file formats, PNG, JPEG, SVG, and PDF. So that, and then you just click on export and it will be saved to your computer. Ayan. Other things, tingnan natin before we proceed to wireframing and prototyping. Inspect, na-show ko na yan. Duplicate, resize, already shared that. May layer up, layer down, variants, auto layout. And if you want to learn about constraints, nandito siya sa video na yan. So later you can check it out. Okay, next, let's learn about wireframing and prototyping. Uy, ang ganda, ha? Nice one. Very excited sa mga outputs niyo. Okay, now you know the basic features or how to navigate Figma. Let me first remove the grid. Ayan, tanggal na. So, dahil you know how, meron sa inyong mga beginners, you already accomplished how to navigate and use the different features and tools of Figma. Now, let's move on to the wireframing and prototyping. Ito na din yung inaabangan ng karamihan. Ayan. So, I encourage you guys first to pause sa mga nasa design board and go back here on our Zoom session. I'm going to discuss with you about wireframing and prototyping. But before I proceed, do you have any questions with the features or first impressions, concerns, clarifications? Ayan. Bago tayo sa next topic natin. Okay. Ayan. Hi po, meron po bang plug-in icons po? Yes, I've already shared with you guys a while ago. If you want to use plugins, I think kasi dahil naka-edit access kayo, no? Pero if you're going to have an account, if you go to community, marami ditong icons and plugins. And I'm not sure if it's also accessible on your end, but if you right-click, there's plugins, icons. Ayan. Okay, I'll also give you access. Examples pala. Paano po mag-crop ng image? So if you're going to crop an image, hold on control, and there you go. All right. Okay. You guys don't have any questions? I think let's proceed. You're welcome. Let's proceed now with the next topic, wireframing and prototyping. Ayan. Okay. So with wireframing, I'll just give you a brief discussion, guys. But if you want an in-depth tutorial or workshop, nasa YouTube ko lang lahat. If you want a self-paced learning. But with wireframing, simply put, how you would describe wireframing in web design, mobile design, it's a blueprint of your design. It's focused on creating your UI or user experience, mostly on user experience that can help you have an overview or on kung saan nyo gustong i-navigate ng user yung design mo. So, merong low fidelity, high fidelity, and merong two examples. We have here, ganyan, black and white na wireframing, and meron ding blue. So, etong presentation ko, diba, Cool. Ginawa ko yun sa Figma. So kung gusto niyo ng mga ganyang cool presentation na may ganyan click-click ganyan, Figma lang din yan. Ayan. And kung titignan natin dito, the usually traditional ways of creating our wireframes or designs is from pen and paper. May nag-chat. Ayun. And ang mahirap kasi with pen and paper, especially if especially you guys doing freelancing work or doing big projects for organizations or companies, mahirap mapakita yung prototype with pen and paper, especially pag maraming revisions, ganyan. That's why Figma is really versatile when it comes to creating your wireframes. And doon, pinakita ko na sa inyo, you can communicate by using the comment. Ayan. So for example, ayan, mga placeholder. Instead na login na mali, username pala. Instead of topics, pinalitan ng courses. So nadudumihan pag traditional way of creating wireframes tayo from pen and paper. So this example is a tutoring application that I did. Ayan. Next is prototyping. So first, terminologies muna tayo before I proceed with the demo. Ang prototyping naman, this shows the flow and behavior of your application or product. So with wireframing, you'll be able to lay out yung designs, or you'll be able to place the elements. And with prototype, nandito na yung life of the application, showing the movement, mga flow ng action, mga buttons. And this is also defined as linking different frames with elements. And dito din nila pinapasok yung feature of animation with Figma. So you can animate using Figma. Okay. And so ito yung mga ginawa namin before nung nag-workshop ako with the university. They first created low fidelity wireframing. Ito kasi, ito naman ay high fidelity. What does that mean? So, pag low fidelity, itong mga placeholder. Pag high fidelity kasi nandito na yung mga mismong images and icons. Sabi ni Einstein, pwede mahingi recording? Yes. PWA will definitely send you. Ayan. Ayan. Okay, let's go back to the board. And ayun na nga siya. Ayan. So, in here, I also let them to collaborate. Pinalitan na din nila. In here, itong mga frames is from a kit din. So, para mas efficient, para mas padali yung designing process natin, I'll share with you. You can go to the community, click on wireframes, and marami din ditong kits that you can use. So I'll move it to our design board. Wait lang guys. Ayan, dito ko kukunin. Nandito ba? Wait. Page demo. Check. Punta lang ako sa projects. Ililipat ko sa design board natin. Ayan, yung ginamit namin before. Ito. So, dito, ang ginawa namin, ito namang isa, ginawa nilang mobile version yung thesis namin. So, dito naman, I'll let you experiment. I'll be giving you wireframing templates that you can use. So, now I'll go here, our design board. Ayan. Ayan. So now it's time for you to apply what you learned, and I'll be putting the design board, the wireframing templates here. Ayan, so we have here two options. Merong mobile, merong desktop. So you go here in our wireframing templates section. I'll put a border here. Ayan. Diyan yung kukunin guys. Move pa lang baba konti. Ayan. Ayan, so this is a good thing about wireframing in Figma. There are different templates that you can drag and drop, combine all together, tailor fitting to your application needs or requirements. So, an example, yun na nga, pinakita ko sa inyo, tutoring app. You can do a tutoring app. Kung gumagawa ka ngayon ng portfolio dito, you can do that landing page. You can add different design tools with that. So, in my demo, since gawa tayo ng ganyan, ayan, dito what I can do, I'll improve this. Pwede ko i-copy paste to Ayan. Medyo malayo nga lang. Ang kalit. Ayan. Here. Ay, hindi. Dito. Ayan. Diba? Okay. Yan. You can customize that. And then, ito nga yung question for the icons. So, since this is PWA, so lagay tayo ng web app, web developer na icon or illustration. So, you can do that. So, feel free lang pala guys, you can go back to the design board na and experiment your wireframe. Pero for those who are watching with us, I'm going to demonstrate itong mga icons. So, pipili tayo dito. And everything is for free. So, how you do it is to duplicate this and palagay natin. Ayan. It's a good example. You can paste it here. Oh, di ba? Ay, wait. Delete ko muna. Move ko lang to sa baba. Ayan. And then this one, replace it with this one. Oh, di ba? Ang ganda. Oh. Yan. Then change this to the theme. Ayan. Unleash the developer in na lang yung tagline ko nga. May tagline ba ang PWA Pilipinas? Let me know. Ayan. Size ko lang ito ng automation. Sample lang yan. So, meron din silang gradient fill na you can customize. So, for this one, gray, dark gray, light gray. Hindi masyado halata, pero ayan. Download the Pilipinas. Download the change the fill to purple. Ayan. Okay. Ayan, they use Iconify for icons. Another example pala, yun, I also use that. When you go to plugins, meron dito. So right-click, plugins, and then Iconify. And in here, you wait for it to load, especially if you want to put logos and icons. They're different than here. Examples, you can search it. So, for example, Figma, there are different examples of Figma icons that you can use. So, let's put it here. CSIT. Ayan. Ayan, great. Okay. And then, ayan, good thing. Thank you. Unsplash for stock photos. Do I have it? Ayan, I also have it. So, ito yung mga plugins ko. Able, blobs. Itong Able, if you want to check yung color combination no design nyo, kung readable ba siya or accessible to, for example, this and this. Ayan. Readable ba siya? Kasi merong web, may guidelines yung web 3 ba yan, if I'm not mistaken. So, dito may normal vision, no green, weak green, sa mga colorblind, di ba? Of course, we would want to create our designs accessible to all as much as possible. So, ayan siya. Okay, good. So, let's check your wireframes. Patingin na lang. Let's see. Okay. Ayan, may hello, PWA Pilipinas. Kamusta na yung kape dyan ni Riva? Ayan. Lalagay pa siya ng kape dyan. And then ito, very good. Si John, galing nga, meron na agad page. So, gumawa siya ng login page ng PWA Pilipinas. May loading page or splash screen. Ano nangyari kay Elton? Ayan. I think, okay, ang good thing about din dito is you can do graphic design with this. So, I think artwork niya. Ayan. Ito, ang galing mo. Ni Brent. Ayan, very good. Wow, gumawa siya na lakbay. Ayan. So, kung makikita nyo dito, he directly created his design in high fidelity. He didn't, if you want to, if you're going to create a project na dito, for a proposal, for prototyping, for ano muna, for a blueprint example. Masyado ginalingan. Oo, ayan. You can do low fidelity first. But if you want to upskill and explore more, you can do also this way. Yan, nice, very good. It is an example of their Figma design. Ayan. Okay. Ay. Anything else? Sino pa ba? And si Jason gumagawa ng navigation bar. Si Sheila, mobile app. Okay. Ang cute naman ng cat. Ayan. Ito si Taken. Poster, di ba? If I'm right. Ayan. Ayan, okay. Meron pa ba? Nasa baba na yung templates. Okay. Alright. So we're done with wireframing. If you have any clarifications, if not, we can proceed with prototyping. So check the time. Ayan, okay, we have more time left. So now let's do prototyping. Again, it's the flow of the application. So I'm going to demonstrate it here dito sa ating sample UI, which is the copy ni Muning. And now it's time to go to on the right side to the prototype properties. When you click on the prototype tab, you'll be able to see flow. So pag tinignan nyo siya, lalo na pag gumagawa kayo ng big applications. So let's go back here. For example, yung thesis namin, this one, you're going to click prototype. Tignan nyo, grabe. It may seem overwhelming, pero if you're going to learn prototyping, it's very easy. Especially, you have to specify where your elements are connected to. So with this, when you click on prototype, very simple lang, konti lang yung flow sa navigation niya. If you're going to click on one flow, itong menu, it's connected to this text. This text menu is navigated to the menu. If you're going to check the interaction details, madaming examples, on click, on drag, ganyan. Okay. So for that, let's check the play button. Ay, ito pala. Nandito pala ako sa main file. So ito, if you're going to do prototyping, an example, what you can do to begin with is, for example, ito copy ni Muning. For example, ang gusto kong gawin, pag click ko tong logo na to, pupunta dito sa about page. So that's how easy you can do it. Again, I'll show it to you. You click on the plus button on the element and drag it to where you want it to connect with. It's either on the frame or at the text. So ganyan. So there. And then here you can edit it on click. Meron ding animation dissolve. Ayan. So let's check it. To check your prototype, click on the top right, click on the present or play button. And then makikita natin dyan, nag-load. Ayan siya, di ba? As I have mentioned, ginamit ko kasing image is GIF. So gumagalaw siya. When I click on the cat, ayan, it will be directed to the about page. You can do home, you can do menu, create your own, about. Ayan. Alright, do you have any questions? Cute daw. Yan. Ito yung pinaka-unang ginawa. It's 2 years ago. 2020 ko pa pala ito ginawa. Wow, time flies. So ito yung I enjoyed learning it. You can start by creating simple designs. So that's how you can create your prototyping. Okay, so let's check. Since dalawa yung frames yung ginawa ng iba, I would like to ask one of you guys to demonstrate your prototype. Ayan, dahil ito ginalingan ni Brent. Brent, can you unmute and demonstrate to us kung paano maginawa yung prototype mo?
Ay, hello po. Medyo nakakahiya po. Ay, dinig po ba ako? Am I audible po?
Yes, dinig.
Ano po bang gagawin? Sorry po.
Can you demonstrate to us kung paano mo ginawa yung prototype mo?
Ayun po. So, a quick background lang po. Ito pong logo po na to is na-create ko na po siya. Bali may new project po kami ngayon which is Lakbay po. It is a jeepney booking system po siya. Bali yun po yung project po namin na gagawin ngayon. And ang purpose po talaga nito is para po makapag-book po yung mga passengers po ng jeep po nila kahit po parang hindi po nila sure kung may jeep pa po ba. So ayun po, ang ginawa ko lang po dito po sa bilog po na to, shapes lang po ito, pero binabaan ko po siya ng opacity. Then naglagay po ako dito ng mga text po. And like getting things done with Lakbay. Then dito naman po may mga something details lang po. And then ito pong button is gumagana na po ito. Meron na po siyang prototype pero ang nangyayari lang po is mag-open po yung next pong parang frame ko po, which is yung parang main frame ko po, yung sa kabila po, ito po. And then, ayun po, naglagay lang po ako dito ng, ito po yung tinuturo ko po ngayon. Ito yung logo po ni PWA, and then nilagyan ko lang po ng powered by. Then, kinapit ko lang po itong dalawang shape dito, nilagay ko naman po sa baba para po, parang hindi po dull siya tignan. Kung, ayun po, parang ganun po. Then, sa main frame ko naman po, nag-shapeless lang din po ako. Ito po pala yung logo, kinapit ko lang po siya mula dito, nilagay ko po dito, and then niliitan ko po. Naglagay lang po ako ng shape. Then, sa design po is nilagyan ko po siya ng radius para po parang naging oblong or oval kinemelo po siya. Then, search po na text, then icon po na parang magnifying glass. Then, picture ko po. Ang ganda ko doon. Tapos po, ito po is plug-in. Nakalimutan ko po kung tawag doon sa plug-in po na to. Pero map po siya. Pwede ko po siyang ibahin. Parang paano ba ibahin? Ayun po. Ay, charot. Basta po plug-in po yan. Hindi ko pa maalala kung saan pa po nilagay. Pero ayun po, plug-in po siya na parang may map po dyan na pwede nyo pong ibahin yung laman para po, kunyari, location nyo naman po ilagay nyo. Pwede po siya. Then, ito po, natutunan ko lang po ito sa YouTube. Yung, kung mapapansin niyo po yung text po dito, kapag nag-a-add ka po, parang nag-automatic po siya, nag-move lahat. Ayun po, natutunan ko lang din po sa YouTube. Then, ayun po, hindi ko pa po siya tapos actually. Then, ito po yung mga objects po yan from internet, mga free images po siya. Ayun po, and then buttons na lang po. Ayun po. Thank you po.
Ayan, very good and thank you, Ben. Ayan. So don't worry guys if ever na you feel like konti pa yung natututunan niyo sa PWA or yung features. As I have mentioned to you guys, it's very important to learn the fundamentals of using Figma. And with this prototype, as we are learning right now, it's okay to start with the connecting your flows using the navigation interaction feature. So you can simply start with that from going from one screen to another or from clicking a button directing you to another page, or you can upscale tulad ng ginagawa ni Ben, naglagay siya mga plugin ng mga map and yung mga natutunan niya from different resources from YouTube, from right here ngayon into his output here. So kung makikita nyo dito, if you're going to visualize it, itong unang flow, it's very simple and straightforward. When you click on the get started button, it will direct you to the next page. And kung makikita nyo sige go. Itong ride now, nilink niya kanina dun sa jeepney. So what it will do, it will either navigate or display the jeepney icon or image. So you can, again, navigate to the screen or the icon. So let's play it, present it, yung gawa ni Bren. Ay! Ito, naka-mobile pala ako. Wait, di ko nakikita. Ayan, go to options. Tama ba ako na napindot? Naka-move. Itong preview kasi dapat. Okay, ayun. Let me go back again. Ayun. Ayan. So when I click on get started, oh, ayun, cool. Ang galing ng ginawa niya. Let's go back. Natuwa ako dun ah. So as I've mentioned, you can really experiment and be creative ang ginawa niya is not just simply to navigate to the next screen, but gumagalaw or tumatalon yung lakbay logo. When you click on get started, oh, bongga, very good. Ayan, magkano ba yung right now, di ba? Ayan, so that is an example. You can do animations, explore lang. And yung tulad ng pinakita ko sa kayo kanina, it's a prototype yung feature na ginamit ko doon, yung presentation ko. Ayan. Yan. Okay, very good guys. Let's check the others. Sino pa ang may prototype dito? Meron pa ba? Okay. So, ayan, I believe Colena, dahil naka-one screen yung iba, but it's okay. Later, you'll be presenting your outputs. Ayan, kinabahan na sila. Okay. So, next part of our presentation is UI UX. Ito na, don't worry, malapit na tayo matapos. I know it's very overwhelming to learn all of these topics into one session or one day. But now we're going to go to the UI UX part of our workshop. And I know majority of you are looking forward to this. So, again, promote ko lang ulit yung video if you want an in-depth version to learn about UI UX, the design principles, and other topics like that. You can check this video. It's on my YouTube channel. Naka-publish na din siya. I also demonstrated how you're going to use Figma with that. But in this topic, we're going to have an run through with UI UX. So in here, ito naman, I used FigJam. So dito, again, it's flowchart. You can do your flowcharts here. And I'm going to share with you about the UI, design, and development process. So if it's your first time hearing about UI UX, this is a simple Venn diagram to differentiate the two terms. So when it comes to user experience, it mainly focuses on the environment, behavior, reactions, and features. Ayan, let me get my notes to give you more information about UI. Okay, I'll just get the memory from my brain. Ayan, user experience for you to easily understand is how as I have mentioned commonly kanina, yung navigation. If you're going to visualize it, ito. Go to the prototype. Ayan, user experience. This is an example. For example, a cereal bowl. We have here the product or the application. We have here the user interface and the user experience. The user interface here is how the user uses the application or the product. And in this visualization, we have here the spoon. So yun yung ginagamit niya. And the user experience here is how the user uses the spoon. So how the user navigates through the application. That's how we visualize user experience. And going back, and UI, on the other hand, the difference is how it visually looks or represents. So it's the aesthetic and the ease of use, the overall look of your application. But in similarity, they are both conceptual. They're both visual still, but UI is more on the experience side. Straightforward definition. Ayan. So should we use Figma in UI UX? So I've created a flowchart here. No, if you don't want to use Figma, what will happen is you will be having a hard time to use multiple tools all at once. In short, pinapahirapan mo yung sarili mo. But it's really recommended that you use Figma because it's an all-in-one design platform. And ayan, para maging thesis approved cutie kayo sa mga nag-thesis dyan. Ayan. And a good thing, both options can enable you to create wireframes and prototype. You have Adobe XD, Sketch, etc., Photoshop to create your UI design. And you can still create your app or product if you don't use Figma. But again, it's an all-in-one platform, so why not use Figma instead? Okay, so let me present this. Let's just have an overview of UI UX. And then we're almost at the end. So ready na din kayo sa presentation nyo. Ayan, so yun siya. And then ito yung mga design principles one thing that you're going to focus when it comes to user experience is usefulness, usability, and desirability. So we have here two examples to identify and define each for usefulness. So in this first cup, as you can see, in user experience, hindi nag-fit yung fingers na into the cup. While in the second one, you can hold it, you can grasp the whole entire cup. Yun siya, usefulness. So, yun nga din when it comes to usability, you can both drink at the cup kasi naman din talaga yung purpose niya. Please feel free to unmute in, guys, if you have any questions. Ayan. And however, if you're going to use the product one, paano pag mainit yung nandun sa cup, hindi mo din siya mahahawak maayos. Unlike product 2 here, makikita nyo dito, merong space in between, it's ventilate. Pero ayan, you can hold the cup kahit mainit siya. Ayan, sabi ni Kyle, pwede mag-left. Yes, okay lang. Priority mo yung class mo. Good luck. Alam mo, Saturday classes kayo. Yan, may recorded naman. Thank you for your time, Kyle. Ayan. Okay, and desirability. So the question is, if you're going to consider these three things, usefulness, usability, and desirability, which UX design is good? Product 1 or product 2? Ayan. So if you have, let's review if you're of your understanding with user experience. We're going to consider these three things. Ano yung mas magandang user experience design? Is it cup 1 or cup 2? Ayan, nagtatawag si Atcha minsan. So tignan nga natin if nagpa-participate pa rin ng ating mga audience today. Ayan. Let's ask Henry. Hi, Henry. Ayan. Alin dito with what you learned with UX, which is a good design, product 1 or product 2? Also, guys, feel free to drop in your answers. Ayan. Baka nag-enjoy na kayo dyan sa Figma. Ano tayo ngayon ng UX. And kasi yun yung majority of interest ng participants natin. Okay? Let me know in the chat. Are you still there? No. Nag-enjoy kayo dito, no? Saan na kayo? Busy kayo nagde-design. Go lang. Pero for those who are watching with us, ayan. Pero po kahit Android phone lang po. Ayan. Ayan, Giselle. Hello, Giselle. Ayan. Ano yung tingin mo mas magandang user experience design? Is it cup 1 or cup 2? Don't worry, guys. I will soon wrap up natin. Ayan, sabi nila cup 1. Pero based dun sa mga in-explain ko kanina, meron ba magka-cup 2 dito? I'm interested to know why din. Dahil ba yung folder? Ayan. Sabi ni Martin, cup 2. Ayan, madaming cup 2. May cup 1. Cup 2. Ayan na, medyo nagkatay na. Anybody else? Sino pa? 2, 1, 2. Okay, ayan. Yung nakikita ko dito, cup 2 dahil sa aesthetics. Okay. Okay, I'm identifying those who are was able to hear yung explanation ko kanina. But okay, let's proceed. Don't worry, I'll further explain it to you guys. Let me go back. Ayan. So, ang correct answer dyan is yung cup 2. Why? Because if you're going to consider again yung usability on cup 1, as I have mentioned, what if mainit? Ayan, and tama yung sinabi ni Carmina, malaking daliri. Ayan. So, the correct answer is cup 2. Ayan. Very good. Ayan. And then, next. So, ito, I also discussed yung mga different design principles na dapat i-consider. We're not going to tackle on that this workshop, but I'm going to share with you design process because this is also important when it comes to UX design. Okay, so with the design process in terms of UI and UX design, commonly kasi nagiging concern or nagiging problem with some of those who want to design their products is that they lack considering kung ano ba talaga yung needs or requirements ng users. What I mean is they do assumptions kung ano ba dapat yung magiging itsura ng kanilang user interface. So that's why we have the different design principles that we can consider, especially kailangan natin aralin or alamin kung sino ba talaga yung gagamit and kung paano nila ina-navigate yung application. And it's always, it's always an experiment, a practice. That's why we have wireframing and prototyping to improve our designs further. And one of the common design processes, we have different types. Meron dito examples like a linear process in terms of UX design in. Of course, nandiyan yung planning, developing, and then yung implementation. So yan, strategy, research, design, and delivery, production, ayan. But in reality, it's goes back and forth. It's not always linear. That's why I mentioned if you want to improve something, you go back to ano yung kailangan ayusin or kailangan improve. So this is also another example is to do research. If you're really interested and passionate with user experience design, demographics that define the goals, it's really important, define challenges, and always malaking tulong ang data to be able to come up with a solution to improving your design. So meet the user, empathize with the user. This is really important. Always do some tests with them, communicate with them on what to improve, ano yung mas mapapadali for their experience, and create. Nandiyan na yung wireframing, mood board, mock-up, style guide, and a best tool again is Figma. And test. Ayan, again, data don't lie. So always test, kasi it's really important. Nung ginawa namin yung thesis namin, akala namin, since kami nag-design, madali siya gamitin kasi we feel like it's easy for the students to use it. So considering na ang target users namin ay senior high school students kasi we want to help them transition into college in selecting the right course for them, we, after the test process, na-realize namin na hirapan pala sila. We might think it's easy for us since tayo nag-design, alam natin kung saan dapat nakalagay yung mga icons and buttons and navigations, but it's really important to communicate with the user. Which from then, pinakita ko sa inyo kayo na may version 2 na kami, which is improved after the test process. Ayan. Ayan, so it's different from what you expect versus what you understand. That's the realistic process. Ayan. Okay. And in reality, it goes back and forth again at yung mga example and with the 4 main processes ito yung takeaway on our part ng UX design is to understand, ideate, test, and create. It goes hand in hand back and forth. Ayan. And let's see, ano pa ba? Before we go to the demonstration of your outputs, nawala yung moves ko. Okay na tayo sa collaborating. Ay, ang ganda. Nice. Okay. So I think we let's have time for some questions before we proceed with your demonstrations before we end our workshop for today. Ayan. Okay. So while you are finalizing your prototypes, your designs, sa mga nanonood sa atin sa Zoom, do you have any questions? Ayan. Okay, meron. Sabi ni John, can we see the final design of your project? Alin ba yung thesis namin? Ito yung yun. Ito yung naging sample ko for today's session. Hindi ko na siya nagawa ng prototype since I used the other one. Yeah. Sample lang yan. Pero you can improve it. If the question, ano dun, nga pala, ito nga pala, papakita nga pala sa inyo yung thesis namin. Yeah. Ito, some one of the projects that we did is our EduGuide app. Sabi nila para daw siyang bank website. Ayan. Okay. Parang naka-zoom in masyado. Ayan, ayan siya. Di ba para siya mukhang video? Ito yung version 2 namin. We have home, about, ayan yung team namin. FAQs, pag clinic mo to, ay, hindi siya gumagana. Pero yung version 1, pag clinic siya, lilitaw yung sagot. Community, where you can post your contact. It's very simple. App, take the test. Ayan, may feedback. Mali yung prototype. Ayan. Pero may ganyan, you can do that. Log in. Ay, ano ba nila? Wait, kita tayo sa version. May gumalaw nito. This is meet ko ata gumalaw. Wait, guys. Isip ko lang. Ayan siya, in reality. Load. Ayan. Load. Ayan. Nagalaw nga. Sorry guys, nagalaw yung flow. Diba? Ang dami kasi. Ano ba? Pero papakita ko sa inyo yung designs. So, kung paano namin siya in-organize, medyo magulo pa to actually. Nilagay namin yung flow ng app namin dito sa taas. I forgot the term. Pero may term to sa thesis eh. Conceptual map or framework, parang ganun. Yan. So, in here, ganito namin siya ginawa sa Figma. Nandito yung homepage, ganyan, home about. Ganyan namin siya in-organize. Ang sinection namin, kung ano yung parts no page. And then from there, dito namin siya sinection about contact, yung mga main pages. Free lang po yung Figma, yes, it's for free. Again, you can go to the site to access the premium bundle no Figma if you have a student or educator account. Ayan. Community, nandito yung mga sign up, parts, login, anything related to accounts, dito namin sinection sa baba. Ayan, you can also improve and section this. Then when it comes to, gumawa din kami ng parang admin section. And then in here, ginawa namin yung separate ano niya. Version ng pala ito. So yung version ito. Yeah, ginawa namin yung separate frames, minove namin sa other side for admin. Yung mga admin. Okay. Ayan, and then also, gumawa din kami ng, we made a Filipino game called SIPA. Ayan. So, another thing you can do, you can create your different icons or mga characters separately. So dito yung team namin, ginawa namin yung interface sa Figma pero yung mga ganito. I think they used Adobe for this. I forgot which Adobe product. Pero ginawa nila si Totoy, Nene, Inday, and Manoy. Then, inanimate na namin siya using Unity. Kasi yan, nahuhulog yung ano. Ganyan yung game na ginawa namin. Yan, ilang between ng matawat ng Pilipinas, then sisipain mo siya, may timer, tapos meron kang mga chinelas, mga lifeline mo. Yan yung ginawa namin. May leaderboard, ganyan, how to play. Yan yung mga example. Ayun, again, okay, so we have, now is the time to present your outputs. So yun yung, those are the many ways you can do Figma. Ayan, magtatawag na ako. So, let's start with Curzin. Hi, Curzin. What is your inspiration about your output for today? Kung ba si Curzin? Ayan, let me know. Feel free to chat. Okay. So while waiting for her, as you can see, ano yung comments niyo dito, guys? So it's a very clean interface, very simple, and naka-highlight yung home. Ayan, a description about PWA Pilipinas, a call to action button here. It's very cute, pastel-inspired colors. Ayan. Very good. Ayan, kung nandito ka pa, Curzin, pag dalawang baso. Ayan. Okay, next. Uy, ang cool nito It's very neat. Kay frame 32, guhit. Ayan. Kaso nga lang walang laman yung loob, pero it's clean. Ayan. They were able to apply yung basic features ni Figma. Ayan. And we have here Elton. Ayan. Hi, Elton. So, ano yung takeaways mo sa Figma? Or mga natutunan mo and may nagustuhan mo doon? Unmute or chat. Ayan. Hi, Elton. Diyan ba si Elton? Ayan, kung nahihiya ka, okay lang, chat mo lang. Ayan, basahin ko later. Sige, mamaya na yung mga magaganda dyan. Ayan. Ito din, this is cool. May prototype siya, very good. Now, let's hear from Sanchez. Hello. Can you explain to us your output?
Ginawa ko lang po ay log in lang, tapos log out, balik.
Ayun. Ayan, very good. It's a really good output. Let's check in. Let's check flow 3. Ayan. So, pag click ko yung login, may loading. Ay, wait. Galing ha. Then log out. Ayan. Very good. Okay. Thank you, Sanchez. Ayan.
Timer.
Oo, yes. Ayun, may timer daw yan. Something you can learn, guys. And nandito pa si Taken? Taken, nandito ka pa ba? Uy, may siklab logo ha. Ayan, kung nandito ka Taken, you can unmute or chat na lang, inspiration behind your output. Okay. Alan, ayan. Okay, next is Yani. Hi, Yani. Are you here? You're still here? Ayan. You can chat pala. So, in here, we can see she applied yung grid. You guys can remove the grid para makita niyo yung overview ng pinaka-final output. Ayan. Ayan, sabi ni Elton, hindi po ako magaling sa commercial designing pero dami ko po natutunan. Ayan. That's good. And don't worry, Elton, kasi merong mga plugins or merong mga templates that can help you improve the color palettes, diba? Yung mga design, color combinations when it comes to designing your web design. Janelle is raising his hand. Hello. Yung audio. Sige. Ayan. Wait lang natin siya. Next to present is, nakabahan sila. Next to present is, ayan, sige, si Miriba. Ayan, hello.
Hello po.
Ayan. Can you share with us your output?
Yung idea ko po parang nakuha ko lang po yung sa inyo. So pag clinic niyo po siya, parang magtitimpla lang po siya ng coffee.
Yung galing, wait, sige. Pangalan is Timpla, di ba?
Opo.
Check natin. Low number. Ayun. Ayan. Ito, pag-clinic.
Opo. Tapos, choose kung ilang percent ng coffee sugar creamer. Pero hindi po siya na. Tapos, yan po.
Oh, yung galing. Very good. It's very creative. Ayan. Thank you, Mariva. Ayan, very good. O, tignan nyo. Not common to, pero gumawa siya ng more on animation kung paano gumawa ng kape by this design. It's very simple. Ayan, neat. Ayan. Okay, very good. Ayan. Okay, next is, yan na, sinanda next. Si Henry. Hi, Henry. Can you share with us your output? Unmute or chat and let me know. Are you still there? Ayan, hi. Ayan. Sige, kahit chat mo na lang. let us know then if you're still polishing it. Ayan. Sige. Okay. Next is Jason. Hi, Jason. Can you share with us your output?
Hello po, good afternoon. Ito po is naisip ko lang po. Is simple lang naman po siya and inaayos ko pa rin po siya. Thank you.
Okay. Ayan. Okay, very good. Ayan, simple and gumamit siya ng template para mapadali yung designing niya. One thing guys you have to consider is always check din yung consistency ng design. So, since yung iba mong tabs ay naka-uppercase, ayan. Okay, very good. Ayan. You can ano pa din, improve and add more different icons. Ayan. Okay, ayan. Meron pa ba before we proceed with the others? Ayan. Athena. Ayan, ito na. Dalawa to. Natutuwa ako dito. Ayan, okay. Let's hear from JN. Hi.
Hi po.
Hello.
Bali yung sa akin po dito, since first time ko lang din po talagang kumalikot-kalikot ng Figma. Ayan, sinundan ko lang po yung sa mga shape, tas kinopya-kopya ko lang po tong parang template po, tas kinapi ko lang din po dito. Then ayun, nag-add-add lang po ng text and kinonect ko lang po sample yung button dito para mapunta po dito sa next page po kunyari. Ayun lang po, very basic lang po.
Yan. It's okay. Ayan, very good. Yun din naman talaga yung purpose natin today is to learn the basics of Figma. And also, one thing na na-notice ko is you also used a different prototyping option is to connect yung interaction to a link, to open the link, which is very good. Ayan. And very simple. One thing na nakita ko sa output ni guys, it's very good, it's very simple, minimalist. Ayan. Okay. Okay. Meron pa ba? How about Bruce? Bruce, are you still here?
Hindi ko po natapos yung mga work kasi may ongoing practice po.
Ay naku, nag-multitask. Nasa class ka pa din ngayon?
Opo.
Ala. Oh my gosh. Okay, sige. So, ano yung takeaway mo?
Sana ako dyan ng user interface ng dito ng mixers. Then, ayun po. Hindi ko na po natapos yung buong.
Ayan, okay lang. Priority mo yung class mo. Pero you can check back the recording and watch other videos later. Ayan, thank you, Bruce. Ayan, sige. Aral ka dun siya. Okay, sige. Nandiyan pa ba si Henry? Ayan. And you're welcome, Jake. Ayan. Sino pa? Meron pa ba mag-share? Bago tayo mag-move kay Bren. May padagdag na feature si Bren. Ayan. Okay, sige. Mukhang wala na. And last is Bren. Hi, Bren. Ano yung additional features mo? Ayan. You're still here?
Ay, hala, sorry po. Ano lang po. Pwede po ba pa-play na lang po para makita niyo?
Yes, flow to. Sige, sige.
Bali, ang nadagdag ko lang po doon is pag klinik niyo po yung ride now, ayun po, magbubukas po yung parang feature tao po. And then, pwede niyo po i-click yung home button para po bumalik doon sa charing. Hindi po yung gumana. Atcha prank. Pa-arrow left na lang po.
Okay.
Ayun. Pero may isa pa po yan yung map naman po. Ayan po, ayan pong map. Ayun. Yun lang po yung wala po nadadagdag ko.
Ayan, very good. Diba? Basta driver, sweet lover. Ayan, very creative, very good friend. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. So, yep, if wala nang hahabol to explain their outputs, I think I'm really happy na you guys were able to explore and really use the basic fundamentals of UI UX and learning wireframing prototyping with Figma. Ayan, we're open for any questions before we wrap up. Ayan, if you yan, don't have any more questions, you can always feel free to chat me after this workshop. Yep. Yeah, we're on time. Thank you guys. Very good. Ay, may nakalimutan ako. Wait. Before we move on pala. I would also like to know your feedback, guys, by scanning this QR code, and also the PWA team will send in the chat yung feedback link. Let me know how I did in this workshop, and if may gusto pa kayong matutunan, learn about technology. In May, I'll be doing a data engineering workshop with AWS. I'm not sure if it's live. I think live siya. So I'll share it on my Facebook page para ma-share ko din yung knowledge with you guys then. And then on June, we'll also have another workshop with PWA Pilipinas. So stay tuned with that. And ayan, leave me a feedback. Also, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. If you want more free events, aside from PWA Pilipinas and AWS Lab, you can check my Facebook page. I always share it. And more content on my YouTube channel. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. And I also, aside sa tech content, I also do other entertainment content, mga challenges, entertainment, makeup, technology, and blogs. So you can definitely check it on my YouTube channel. And again, here are resources for Figma, also on my YouTube channel. Ayan, thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, before tayo mag-leave, no, let's have a picture muna sa mga may gusto. Para may remembrance.
Okay, guys, let's have a picture, everyone. No? Let's open up our, feel free to open up your screen so that we can take a picture of today's workshop. Ayan. Yeah, please feel free to to open up your cameras. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. Ready, guys? Ready? Okay. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smile. Say cheese. Ayan. Okay. Thank you. For the next screen. Okay. Wait lang dalawa kasi yung screen dito. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smile. Smile. Okay. Thank you. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much Thank you. And,
Okay, thank you everyone. Make sure to check in and download your certificates. Pwede niyo makuha dun sa event page din. So yun, may button dun to download. Pag nag-error, try niyo mag-log out tapos log in ulit. Baka nag-error lang. Log out kayo tapos log in ulit tapos balik kayo dun sa page. Ayun. Tapos pag ayaw pa din, email kayo sa amin. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Ingat.
Thank you so much po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.